Cable Street, 1936. London's East End Jews fought back against the fascists. 3 years later, Britain fought the Nazis. But when the war ended, Jewish servicemen and women returned home and were appalled to see fascists once more. These Jews formed street-fighting groups and continued the tradition of standing up against racism, against anti-Semitism, which shockingly continued even in the aftermath of the Holocaust. The lessons had been learned. These activists knew they had to take matters into their own hands, to protect their families, their communities, and these were the roots of CST, Community Security Trust, where hundreds of Jewish men and women, young and old from every corner of the community, stand up to protect Jewish life in the UK. From our Jewish schools, to shuls, to university campuses, to our communal events and our daily lives. As the years have passed, CST's work has evolved. The organisation has developed and professionalised into a registered charity, constantly adapting to the changing nature of the threats that the Jewish community faces. From the oldest hatred to terrorism in all of its deadly forms. The work doesn't only involve physical security, but behind-the-scenes research too. CST seldom publicises it, but anti-Semites are identified, exposed, and often arrested and convicted. This includes on terrorism charges every year. Today, CST is a global leader of its type, with over 2,000 volunteers and staff working closely with the government and police. And while we might look a little different to those hardened fighters of years gone by, to this very day, we're guided by the exact same principles that motivated those who came before us. To stand up against anti-Semitism and terrorism, protect our Jewish community, and safeguard Jewish life.